Hey YouTube, welcome to the channel. My name is Menhudi, and today I'm bringing another episode of the in-game interviews. I'm joined with Xell, who won first place with Rayleigh at the LA Regionals. But I just want to say that I'm looking to expand this more through online interviews as well, even though I generally like to keep them in person. I wanted to make sure I gave the opportunity to other people all around the world to get an interview video in, so you may be seeing more of the online through Discord. Anyways, if you know anybody like that, send them my way and have them DM me, and we can get something started if they've top 32'd any event at all. Anyways, enjoy the video, guys, and enjoy the information you're getting from Xell.
Yeah, what's up, guys? I'm Xell, and you might know me from other places like my time in the League community or with Offline TV, but I also love card games, and I've been playing card games for most of my life. Played Magic since like year 2000, like 1998-ish maybe. So long time TCG player, and recently got first at the LA CoreTCG regional, so with Rayleigh. Going over the deck list is very, very stock, and basically is a carbon copy of like what an EU player put together named Enrico, Dog of Wisdom. And he's just kind of like my North Star for the deck, and the ratios and stuff were all kind of determined by him. So some of the cards that are a little bit, deviant from the normal setup is due to search ratios. So, for example, the two Luffys make it so that Shakuyaku has more Luffys to search out. Same thing with the Boa. The other card maybe that people sometimes screw around with, and the ratios is like Zoro versus Kid Killer. Kid Killer is unsearchable. He's like generally just generically better than Zoro in almost like all situations, but Zoro's actually searchable, so that's usually what matters. But everything else is pretty stock. For hockey event, this card's busted. 3 of each of the unblockable and hockey, the coat of arms hockey card, and then 4 of the search. And then other kind of cool tech cards, I guess, is the King Kong Gatling and the Radical Beam. I like King Kong Gatling right now, and the 2K Brooks, because GP and UP Luffy are rampant, and you really want to press them a lot, and these are the cards that let you do that. I know some people also like the 2-cost Sanji in this spot to help with people who starve them, but I found that starving is it's like annoying, but it isn't like completely like devastating for the deck at all times from my experience, which is very limited. But in the times that I've seen that I've been starved, like I feel like depending on your draw, sometimes it's makes it actually easier to overcome, because it gives you a lot more liability in the late game to kind of go ham without the fear of dying. And then I really like Radical Beam as a one of inclusion because of the tension that it brings with the Supreme King hockey card. So generally against Rayleigh, when they have a Dawn open, you really don't want to swing like the natural like 7k into 5k because hockey exists. This is like your kind of natural counter to someone swinging 7k at something. So a lot of people will play around it by going 8k into your 5k body or something like that. And then the Rad Beam comes in is like a natural counter to that swing. And so I really, really love that dichotomy. And a lot of times in the late game, like you're just needing to survive another turn in order to get that like final couple of swings in. So I've really been enjoying the one of Rad Beam as well. So that's kind of the deck list. I think it's fairly stock, otherwise, but those are the choices I made.
Yeah. I see you run 2 Mulgun. I know a lot of people run 3 Mulgun. What are your thoughts on running more than 2?
I really sometimes dislike this card, and sometimes I feel like maybe people look towards it too much. Like I know people really like it against like the green matchups, and it is really good for dealing with stuff like Carrot, which is like very annoying, but I feel like lately people don't really play ACOS Kid, which is like what you really, really want this card for. So I found that like I'm fine with it being at 2. There's a lot of matchups where I really just want to see more bodies than anything. And so sometimes Mulligan I feel like is like a bait. Like you want to actually just keep developing bodies on board and going ultra wide versus like slowing down and using 4 hold on for a mole pistol. So oftentimes I feel like sometimes it's a win more card versus like it like shuts the door on somebody versus like the thing that you want to keep playing the game. So that said, it's a very good card, but I think it's like really dependent on like what you expect to see in the tournament.
Yeah. And we've gone over flex spots already, so we can skip that. But what are your favorite cards in the deck and why?
My favorite cards are for sure Color of the Supreme King Hockey. This card is just so giga busted. Like, this card is just like, this is the big difference why this deck feels so much tankier than like Red Zoro or I don't know, some of the other sort of like low to the ground aggro decks. Like in comparison to Red Zoro, Rayleigh feels like a deck that just like is so tanky and fat. Like is so hard to swing into his board because of this card. And just like makes decision points a lot more difficult. And like killing Rayleigh is so difficult because of this card. So I love this card. I would put 8 of it in my deck if I could, maybe. And the card's awesome. Other cards that I already talked about, like the flex spot with the Rad Beam, which I think is really nice. But obviously, then really the core pinnacle of the deck is the 4-cost Luffy, and like this card is just awesome. So, but yeah, I think those would be my shout out cards.
Yeah. So I know in 13, I don't think Rayleigh really gets anything. But do you think that Rayleigh kind of has a spot in 13, and like what new cards might be added or taken out or swapped around?
Yeah, I think Rayleigh just kind of died. I mean, OP13 just feels like a hard reset. Like so many decks can't really compete with like Emu.
Yeah.
And I think this is a deck that like can't also deal with it. Like I guess if you wanted to continue to play this deck, you really have to overcome like the late game of Emu. So maybe you tech in cards like Roger or something crazy like that in order to like get through all the blockers that you potentially have to continually break through. But yeah, I feel like Emu definitely is a hard wall for the deck.
I guess last question before we get into gameplay. Why did you choose Rayleigh, and what do you think so good about the deck?
So the story of how I came to this, because I actually mostly played other decks before choosing Rayleigh last week. So the reason why I changed off of it was because there was a 3v3 tournament 2 weeks ago, and my teammate plays UP, and I played a lot of UP. So I was like, okay, well, this is my time to like explore other decks, and I came across like Blackbeard and stuff like that, and I tried a bunch of different decks for the first time, and but when I came back to UP, I was like, you know what I really miss is having a deck that's actually like giga consistent. And so Rayleigh is really powerful because its floor is just so high. Like it is very unlikely that you get a game that you like had no actions that you could have taken. The deck just runs so many searchers, so many pieces are useful. Like it's the deck that leverages searchers the most. Like when you think about searchers in most decks, like yeah, you play them and they find like the pieces that you need for like the deck's function. But in Rayleigh, these are pieces that like can swing and take attacks. So like rather than just going 1-for-1 with finding a card, it's like a 3-for-1. It's like it found you the card that you need, it swings, takes a card from your opponent, and then they have to swing into it to clear it because they don't want that to happen again. So like it like Rayleigh just is so good because of how it leverages searchers. And I think with the PRB editions, people are really excited about like GP, Luffy, and Red Green Smoker. And I sort of had a read that there would be a lot of GPs in the room, and lo and behold, like I played against 3 GPs in my tournament run, and Rayleigh, like there's definitely matchups that you don't want to see, but I think like they get a little bit pushed out by like the entrance of GP and Red Green Smoker and stuff like that. So I just felt like Rayleigh was like a good meta pick at the time.
Yeah, makes sense. Cool.
We want to get into some gameplay.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'll let you pick if you want to go first or second. And first question would be, when do you want to go first versus?
Generally, Rayleigh really likes going second. So if I get the chance to, I will probably take second in this matchup. The time that you take first is really dependent on how you feel in the mirror. I found that in the mirror, like what most people say about it is that like going first or second is like purely based off of preference. Most matchups you just want second because you can leverage double searcher, and double searcher is just very, very good. I'm trying to think if there's a matchup I want first. I think besides the mirror, I can't really think of any.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I would assume so anyways. What are you trying to look for in mulligan hands, like your first hands and like just generally?
Definitely want to find searchers that specifically find you pieces for like Luffy Sanji, and you also definitely need to have some events in there. In this matchup, I know Buggy is particularly annoying, so if I can mulligan for Buggy, that'd be great. But yeah, double searcher is optimal most of the times, and you just really want to find that Luffy Sanji. All right, let's get started.
Yep, good luck. One Dawn passed.
Look. Oh my god, this deck is sometimes so nice to me. I will play a Nami and hopefully not whiff. Nami is the search that like you always have to watch out about. It's the easiest one to whiff. We'll take Zoro. 3-cost Zoro. No Buggy. We just got Shakuyaku. That's it. Has some goodies, but I think we're just gonna go with big old Luffy. And then I will pass the turn.
Sounds good. What are your losing matchups, and what do you hate to see, and how do you strategize or tech against them?
Definitely the hardest ones. 5 lead. I'll take that. Okay. Bonnie is definitely a matchup that's difficult, and a lot of the tanky yellow ones. All right. Which one you rest in?
Doesn't matter. The same thing.
Okay. Just in case you prefer, Nami or Shakuyaku. My go?
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm going to play out 4-cost Luffy, showing you 2 events. It's the Searcher and the no blocker one. I'll play out a Sanji.
Very nice. Very cool.
Get the extra Dawn onto Rayleigh, and we'll go 6 lead. Oh wait, I should be 5 lead. Oh my god, I'm trolling. 5 lead.
I'll give you Kyoshiro for
yapping too much. And then I can leader ability, and then this is a 5 lead. That's much better.
Yeah, I'll take that 5.
But yeah, I think Bonnie is really tough just because naturally your units are very easy to swing into, as shown here. And I think Enel is also very hard, just like they just pick apart your board as well. So in a lot of those matchups, just like knowing when to expose the bodies is like really important.
Let's go 9 Luffy.
9, that's such a big number.
Right then, 9 leader. And I think and no pass. I feel like this matchup was really hard to do interviews with because every turn is so fast.
Yeah, there's just so much happening. Like I can't like think as I play. I will start by observation hockey and then top 4. Yeah, we're gonna take another Luffy. Yeah, we'll just start with 6 into Queena. You gotta get that girl out of here. Pay 4 for the man himself, and I'm gonna reveal this time a Supreme Hockey and to Never Doubt. And he's going to bring out nothing too fancy. It'll just be a Buggy.
Nothing too fancy. I can't kill that. Bro.
Let's go ahead and take this. Another Supreme Hockey. Let's go ahead and just swing a cool 7 at lead.
7 at lead. No trigger. Oh my god, what a life.
Oh, okay, I'll play Shakuyaku.
What a life. I needed that.
It can't be too bad to keep having hockeys, right? So
yeah,
we'll grab another hockey and then we'll pass the turn. Yeah, I think those are like the hardest matchups for sure. Like
Right.
a lot of the yellow based like defensive matchups are hard, and Bonnie is hard. Like decks that are just prepared for the board spam.
I think you already answered this before, but how do you feel about the consistency of Rayleigh? And do you feel like at any point is it ever too bricky and I'm gonna kill the buggy?
Oh my god! After that spiel about how you can't kill Buggy.
Yeah, you gave it to me alive.
Yeah, you're asking the consistency for the deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the consistency is just awesome. Like, it's definitely one of the main reasons to play it. You grabbed a Tashigi there.
Yeah.
Like, it was one of the things that was kind of frustrating about UP Luffy was just like that feeling of like games get away from you because of nothing but the fact that the deck is just a little inconsistent sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
8 into Sanji.
Yeah, 8 Sanji, 8 lane.
So I definitely think like those things make it like a breath of fresh air to play this deck as opposed to playing UP Luffy. Like, man, I feel like the chains have been unshackled for sure.
Just your hand is so big, and I just can't do anything about that.
So this is a turn that I definitely would like to push for life. How many cards are in hand?
6 in hand.
6 in hand. You've given me 2 Ks to play out. So Zoro sometimes struggles with hand size. That's definitely one thing I know. So I think what we want to do here is we want to go 7s if we can. Is we're going to start with the Luffy, and we're going to show you 2 of these hockey guys. And I'm going to play out a Brook. The Luffy will give a Rested Dawn here, and I'm going to do 2 Rested Dawns onto my leader.
Nice. 7's already set.
Yep, so we'll go 7 lead.
And I'll take the first 7, no trigger.
We'll go 7 lead.
Maybe 2k, 1k.
2K, 1K, and then we'll go Kid Killer, 7 lead.
That's nice. Should have expected that. I'll take that one. No trigger.
I will ship the turn back.
Yep. Draws. What the? Who shuffled this deck?
Power of the Brook. So much Rested Dawn to play with.
What distinguishes a good versus a bad Rayleigh player?
That's a good question, actually. Oh my god.
I'll rest.
Mihawk himself.
I'll rest your Luffy, I guess. I don't know. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna go 8 at Kidding Killer.
8 at Kidding Killer. I will give you 2K for that.
Oh, fuck. 8 to lead. I think I lose this turn.
I'll take the 8.
Go ahead.
Oh.
Oh my god, not the Mulgun.
Have a trigger. I'll Mulgun the Tashigi.
Oh, getting high roll.
Oh my god. This is crazy. This is okay. So when I say this deck is consistent, it's not about the Mulguns. I swear out of life. That's the first time that's ever happened.
Bro, it had to be me.
Yeah, it had to be you. But I think generally with Luffy, the hard thing about Rayleigh and what distinguishes a good player, I think, is the details. Because like I think anyone can understand like, oh, play Luffy into Sanji and like find those pieces. But like knowing the times that you're really trying to press and understanding when you're trying to play for value, like those things are not actually, I think, that easy to recognize immediately. I'm gonna go 8 lead here with Kid Killer. And I think there's just like a lot of minutia to
2-2.
Okay, 2K. We like that.
3 in hand.
3 in hand. The question is how many more of those can we get? Let's go another, let's see, 8 lead.
2K.
Oh my god, he's got so much 2Ks.
That's all I saw.
I'll do leader ability here, and we'll go 1 card in hand.
1 cover.
1 card in hand. We'll go 10 with the Luffy.
Unblock.
Okay. Okay. take it from here. Let's go 5 lead.
Yeah, I think just go all 5s. Okay.
I mean, 8's a little sketch.
I
not gonna lie.
think here you go 7 with Shakuyaku and then 5 with Brook with leader ability, because I only have 2 in hand, so I have to give it to you for the 7.
I already used the leader ability to do it here, so because I needed to get over the Mihawk to push you to 0. So I'm kind of thinking
5-6. 5-5. It have to be 5-5.
6 is so risky. I think I can maybe play out for another turn.
Yeah, but the question is, do you die this turn?
12. Let's see. If I'm playing around double attack, I think okay, I get a free roll because I can play a Boa, and then we can see what Boa gives me. Ooh, okay, so this search gave me Hockey and Rad Beam. I think we just take Rad Beam.
That's very nice. Must be nice.
Let's crack the Boa, and then we'll give Teuton to Brook. And then we can go ahead and play another Boa.
Wow, that's cool.
And then we'll take a Color of Arms Hockey. And then we crack the Boa again. We're at 7. And then now with the Color of Arms Hockey, I can give... Oh, it gives it to... Doesn't give it... it shouldn't have swung 5 with leader.
Yeah, it's only leader. But I think you're fine. Because that's 7,
so
right? 8?
We just go 8s.
Right, I don't have 2 2Ks. I only have a 1K.
Okay. Yeah, people are gonna watch this video and it's like, damn, this guy's the guy who
This
took
guy
first.
topped? This guy won? Dude, I saw 3 of these guys. And I'm like, oh, where's everything else? I saw all 2Ks.
I was scared that you really had more 2Ks after all those 2Ks.
No, dude, I saw only counter, nothing else that was playable. I saw the Mihawk, I was like, oh, okay, cool. 1 card I can play. That was a little rough.
But yeah, I think going back to the game plan thing, I think really like just like some people don't take advantage of like how much information Rayleigh is actually able to grab for you, because like for example, when you're swinging to a 5K leader, you know, if they suddenly start giving you 2Ks, like that's so much information for like how you set up for your next few swings and next few turns. Like I think there's like Rayleigh is a deck that just demands people to have to counter out early, and so using that information like can inform you like for the rest of the game like what your opponent can even potentially have. So I think that's like an aspect that really sets apart the deck between pilots.
What do you think are Rayleigh's biggest flaws?
That's a good question, because I think the deck is so good. Definitely the fact that you don't run that many actual character cards. So the weakness of the deck is that if you're playing against decks that have a lot of that removal, have ways to make it awkward for you to find gas, like and you can definitely get into situations where like your hand only has events and you don't have enough characters to play. So you know, when you have like, you feel on top of the world when you're like Luffy Sanjiing every turn, but then those turns where like you're staring at 5 events at hand and your board gets dealt with, like what are you supposed to do at that point? You know, so that's definitely a weakness of the deck.
Yeah, I think it just runs out of steam sometimes too quick if they have an answer for it. Are there any matchups that you played during your regional that you want to talk about? Anything like super specific that stood out to you or, you know, tested you a little bit?
I think there's a lot of different knowledge checks in certain matchups. For example, like my round 1 was against Blackbeard, and I think a lot of people would assume like you're supposed to spam 1 drops in that matchup, but actually 2 drops are the most annoying thing that Blackbeard has to deal with. So I think sometimes like knowing what exactly you're looking for in each matchup can be something that can stand out for people. But otherwise, I think what's nice about Rayleigh, especially in this kind of jungle meta where like you're not really sure, like I played against like literally everything this weekend. I played into a Blackbeard. I played into blue purple Sanji. I played into Kalgara. I played into UP, GP. I played into purple category. Like the whole field, right? And the nice thing is, even though I've never played most of those matchups, the nice thing about Rayleigh is that like the floor of how to deal with decks is like very consistent for you. Like your game plan doesn't have to change too much. You just swing 5 5 5 5 5 6 6 6 6. And I think that's quite nice for the deck.
Awesome. I think that's pretty much it. Are there any last words or shout outs or anything you want to say?
Shout outs to my play group. SoCal is just a very stacked region and just gives me like consistent access to just like some of the best players and minds for the game. Shout outs to Dog of Wisdom, who without his videos, I don't think I would have had the confidence to try and pick up Rayleigh in a week's time. And also shout outs to KFJ, which is like our friend group that goes and flies out to regionals together, and they keep the game fun and fresh for me. And wouldn't be here without them.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And congratulations again on your win, dude.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Remember, guys, if you have any friends that have top 32 in an event, please let them know and send them my way for an interview video. I'd love to talk about their games, their mindset, and everything they want to talk about the deck. Let me know in the comments below, guys, or just send them my way, and have an awesome day. Enjoy playing One Piece and keep winning games. Peace out.